but that quite yet has ended now, so let's not use any copyrighted, trademarked phrases of the worldwide wrestling entertainment business. Welcome to Generic Fantasy Adventure, and also goodbye. This will be the series finale episode, almost certainly. We will have one more wrap-up episode next week, which I twisted their arm. They all are coming back. One more episode after this.
Then the spin-off shows begin.
No, please God, no.
Yeah.
I already have Cattle Tech. I don't need any more spin-offs.
Cattle Tech. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's Battletech, but it's mostly about cattle masters, which are a type of mech used to herd cattle and also fight dinosaurs. Any questions about what's about to happen to you? I know that perhaps you'd like to place yourself somewhere inside the arena of the white smiley face before we get started here.
Oh, is that the deployment zone? Is it the white smiley?
It is indeed the deployment zone. Hold on. I didn't do that right. That's not it either.
Y'all.
Is it? I'm afraid of what these are now.
Is Kevin Costner in Cattle Tech? I just need to know.
No.
Seems to be in all the cattle wrangling movies.
Can't say that he is.
Is that Lord Soth artwork out, by the way, for Lock Deathstalker?
Could be. No comment. I'm trying to share the map with the people so they can see what I spent my time on, but the old display capture I had is no longer working. So let's see if I can just do it this way. R20, sure. Probably just going to display my whole screen. And it didn't do anything. Okay. I'm going to try again. It should be noted that there is a horrifying storm going on right now, so very solid chance that I could lose power at some point.
Cliffhanger for next week, then.
And flooding. No, don't tell people that. Did it finally happen? Did we get there? Hold on. Pretty sure I don't have any spoilers on my screen. There we go. This is what the battle looks like. So, of course, we have Locke, Deathwalker in the middle. You all have spread out around your line. I should also mention that there are 12 tombstones and 12 skeletal hands which have popped out of the ground. You can kind of see them. And they're holding 12 green torches.
Oh yeah, you can. I could see it.
Yeah.
Are they moving at all, or they're just kind of? Speaking of which, I still have to finish that illustration I was working on.
Well, I mean, what better place than the end of the show? Friends, we're back. Slight problem with OBS, but now we're back. We wouldn't be a series finale without a technical issue. Let's roll initiative.
Do we get to do any last things before initiative? Or do we just have to roll?
This is the fight starting right now.
Ow!
Are we going to have a utility flashback?
Oops.
I think that James does have a utility flashback saved up, right? Or did he already use that?
No, I haven't used mine.
I accidentally rolled twice. My initiative should be a 6.
Mine rolled for Sparky for some reason. Sparky doesn't have initiative. He has my initiative, but I'm trying to get it to roll for...
Sparky's got a barcode. That's crazy.
Low initiatives. Oh, that's fine.
You were startled by the
roll mine with advantage, so I do need to do the second one and see if it is any better. Not down.
Sorry.
Well, let me do it. What's that? Plus 4. No, okay. Original one stands. That's one.
Okay, so who had some sort of final initiative that needed to be changed?
Just take Sparky out. That was it.
I am.
And I should be at a 6 instead of a 9.
Trying to remove Sparky from the order.
I see Tenira twice.
Although if I'm last in initiative order, I guess it doesn't
What?
matter.
Yeah, I also see Tenir twice. Do we know which one was the first roll?
It's the higher one.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Well, that's the one that I saw stop rolling first. I don't know which one.
Not going to question that in any way. I don't think moving people's initiative around will matter because no one got higher than a 20 or anywhere like close to the 7 that Locke rolled. So, kicking us off, Tenira, there's no surprise involved here. Just kidding, you're not acting first.
Damn. Even with an 18.
That's
Feels
true.
bad.
That's because layer actions happen on 20.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I forgot those existed.
Well, you're not going to forget they existed for much longer.
Nope. I'm going to forget I existed.
A skeleton pops out of the ground directly in front of Locke Deathwalker and immediately moves to attack Guineria.
Oh,
There he is.
thanks.
He's in the middle.
It's time for spells.
17.
17 hits.
A pretty solid roll from
Yeah.
From a
a
skeleton.
skeleton. Yes, 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
So, you may have noticed the entirety of the Black Mountain is made out of skull and bones on top of the obsidian blackness inside this particular arena. And a skeleton lurches to life, animated by magic, in front of Locke Deathwalker. He doesn't seem to be doing this, though. Like, it's happening without him reacting at all. The last thing that happened was he drew his sword and said something that tried to sound epic, like, "Have at thee." This skeleton just immediately grabs its sword like this and charges forward for a simple thrust against Guineria, which lands. And then he's stuck in there fighting Guineria. And now, Tenira, it is your turn to roll.
Okay. I'm going to use 2 of the charges on one of the rings of the ram.
Sure.
So that's what? 2d10. 7 plus 7 bonus. No. 16 hit?
No.
That's what I thought. Okay.
You fire off 2 charges of Ring of the Ram, and a purple ram's head flies out. He waves his left hand, and you can see that like there is some sort of arcane force in the shape of an invisible shield that like the bolt comes in and he reflects it and tosses it out of the arena.
Gotcha. I think I am gonna end my turn there. Actually, bonus action, I want to rage.
Okay.
Yep. That's it.
So I believe someone will need to deal damage to you by the beginning of your next turn, or the rage will end.
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay.
No, I think by the end of your next turn or start of your next turn.
I believe it's by the start of his next turn.
So you wouldn't want to activate rage now because that means if no one hurts you, your rage will end when you straight away.
Okay.
That's kind of what I was trying to imply.
Yeah, then I'll just do the ring then.
Yeah.
That's
Rage first, not last.
Kethrix and Sparky.
Okay. I am going to throw out one of my fluff balls from the bag of tricks. That's right. Yes. Let me get the. All right. Inventory, bag of tricks. Right. I think it's a D8. Okay, it is a D8. I will roll the D8, and you'll have to find the monster in the compendium. It's an 8. We said there'll be 8s in this fight, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I don't recall ever saying that, but all right.
Okay, I can throw it within 20 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll throw it to the space right in front of Lock Death Stalker.
I just want to. It's Deathwalker. I just want to ask, where is this coming from?
A little bag. I throw out a fluffy ball and it suddenly turns into an ape.
Okay. It's going directly in front of him?
Yes.
You know, as you do.
Okay.
Like a Pokemon.
An ape appears directly in front of him.
Okay. All right. I
choose
will.
you, Silverback Gorilla.
And I'll use my bonus action to command Sparky. So then it goes to the people that aren't me. The ape will attack. I don't have control of it, but if you want to have it attack, lock Deathwalker.
Why wouldn't I? I assume you want it to punch, not throw a rock at point blank range.
Well, it acts as appropriate to its nature. There you go.
Oof.
All right. And then I will have Sparky go and help Guineria by attacking the skeleton. Bite. Does a 19 hit the skeleton?
Yep. Dare I ask? It's piercing damage. I see.
It's piercing plus fire.
Well, I mean, as long as it's not bludgeoning.
Yep.
10. Sparky collides with the skeleton, dealing a considerable amount of damage, nearly shaking it apart, but it still remains stuck into combat, now with 2 targets. Well. Our scion of life, the dwarven cleric himself, the man who can summon the spirits of the dead.
Right. Let's see. Is any of this like difficult terrain to get up to where our boy's at? Okay. I'm gonna walk up to him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna summon a friendly ghost.
Okay. You can summon any of your ancestors, including ones who you've summoned before and lost.
Oh, so it could be with the cook with the
Uncle
Or the
Bomber.
jester.
No, I think Bomber's earned his rest. Let's see.
You should be able to move the ghosts anywhere you'd like.
Okay.
I can differentiate he's a ghost.
We put ghost over there.
I actually can't differentiate he's a ghost.
Sorry,
Actually,
actually,
if I put him there, I get flanking, don't I?
Yes.
Flanking doesn't exist, does it?
It does. We've been using it.
Okay.
We've been using flanking.
So the ape had multi attacks, so it should make 2 attacks. Can I just quickly roll a second one since I now have
Go
control of it? Sorry.
Sure.
I wouldn't want you to get fewer attacks than you needed, James.
21. Did I hit?
That will hit.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
The first blow is struck. Probably resisted or ignored. I don't know.
Takes it in its entirety. The ape comes down. First hit, he blocks with the magic shield and with his armor. He leaves himself open with the second hit. The left fist comes down and hits him in the chest. Donkey Kong noises happen. As he takes 8 points of damage.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Andrew.
No, you're fine. You're fine. This is the final fight, so I guess there's really no reason to hold back. So I'm gonna go.
I pull out a bandolier of potions and I drink all of them at once through a funnel. 99 Phoenix Downs.
I do this, and there's gonna be a second phase. I'm gonna unleash incarnation, so the my ghost attacks with me.
Yeah.
Got a second health bar.
And yeah. And we'll attack. So the ghost gets 1 attack when I get my 2 attacks. So we'll do the ghost first.
Sure.
And I'm flanking, so I get advantage on this, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So we know the phase 1 mechanic is that skeletons appear each round. I wonder what phase 2 is.
That's 16. Those are kind of low.
Pat, listen to all these fucking smart asses here.
That's a 21.
On the 21, he will parry that and deflect the blow.
Okay, and a 20.
The 20 will hit.
All right. So I get I get one damage. Oh no. Okay.
5.
Yep. And then I'm going to action surge and do that whole mess all over again. Expend another use of Unleash Incarnation.
This man just went Super Saiyan 3.
SSJ 3?
Oops, I forgot that was supposed to be with advantage.
What? Ultra Instinct?
God mode?
I was gonna say, does the 20 hit? Because he was supposed to roll
hits.
with advantage. Okay.
Yes.
And then a 26.
Yeah.
And the last one.
Jesus
There's
Christ.
Yeah. I mean, that's it for action surge, though, right?
Yeah.
I don't have
He says
2
one.
uses of action surges. I only have the 1.
13, 18 damage. All right. You lay in a combination of axe hits on both sides of him. He appears to have little effort trying to track both of you. He's blocking and parrying with his sword in one hand and the shield in the other, taking hits upon his plate armor. Even with all these mighty blows, he seems little affected by the ape and the axe onslaught.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. At the start of his turn, all of the flames roar, and a connective wall of fire, 20 feet tall, now blocks entering or exiting this circle. He looks around and he says, "It has been a long time since anyone has challenged me in this time or place. Now, taste the power of dragons. Taste the power of Unaj." And he holds his sword aloft, and a little green ball comes out of the cross part of the hilt. And I'm going to need saving
Spirit
throws from Sparky, Gwyneria, Kithrix, the ape, and real Godric.
What type of saving throw is it?
It is dexterity.
All right, I'll give my advantage to Godric then.
Okay. You said saving throw, right?
Yep.
Oh, look at that. I got a 17.
I had a cat in the way. Oof.
The skeleton is obliterated.
Do I, with a 17, do I pass or fail?
I'm waiting for everyone to roll and make any declarations
16.
of, you know,
Life.
advantage, bardic inspiration, a guidance. I don't think anybody casts a guidance, but is everyone set before I reveal the number?
Okay, well, if I fail, I'm going to use my my dexterity ring to just pass.
Okay. You need a 18.
Ooh.
Oh, I was 1 short. Okay.
Half
Well, then
of
I'll-
this
I'll-
damage is fire, and the other half is necrotic. So you'll be able to sort between those two in the text box.
Oh. I'm resistant to fire. That's
What the fuck?
It is
Oh, Lord.
29 fire and 25 necrotic. The ape dies instantly.
Okay, repeat that. How much fire?
29 fire.
29. That's only.
That was really weak rolls on my part,
And
by
it
the
was
way.
save,
You guys,
save a half, by the way.
yes, save for half.
Well, thank you. Ring of Fire resistance.
So Don't forget, by the way, Kanira and Godric both had 10 additional hit points, both maximum and actual hit points from aid. That'll hit the first 10.
They definitely had that.
I think we had 14 10 hit points from last time. That's what I'm showing on my sheet.
It's not. So we had 10 hit points and we had maximum hit points. So
Right.
she had four 10 hit points and
Right.
10 maximum hit points extra.
Oh, okay.
And the maximum hit point still stays your maximum because you could be healed up to more than your base because of aid.
Gotcha.
So how's
I'm with you.
everybody doing here?
Yeah.
Hit point wise.
Tanira
about
is
it.
visibly shook.
I'm at about a
Veneria,
what
you
just
look
happened.
not great. I see 24 hit points.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not doing well. But the king. I knew this was a one-way trip.
So Locke goes, "It has been a long time since mortal creatures thought to question me, to contest me." He holds the sword aloft once again and says, "I salute your vitality. I relish the reaping of your souls." And that's the end of his turn. Gunaria, you've had a rough turn so
Yeah.
far.
I cast a spell magic on him. Level 5. I'm gonna power it up.
Oh boy. All right. This is gonna be a real. That's real fucked up. Let's double check on this works.
Tanira tried to use the Ring of the Ram and it didn't work, so
Yeah.
I figured there's some sort of magic that needs to be negated, so I'm trying it.
Okay. Let me just double check how this works. So you're choosing a creature, any 3rd level or lower spell on the target ends.
Yeah.
For each level spell level 4th or higher, make an ability check. I will need you to make that ability check. The difficulty is 15. Oh, sorry. Hold on. You're casting it at a 5th level?
I'm casting it at 5th level. Yes.
Okay. You motherfucker.
So we're canceling anything 5th level lower.
I know.
Yes.
It pisses me off so much because
I've been thinking about this
No.
since last week. I'm doing it.
There are several fights that we have had so far
Yeah.
where I have included something and I'm like, there's no way they're ever going to do this shit. And I think you've done it at least once before. And then in this one, so you cast a spell on him. It doesn't appear to have any effect at first. And then all of the green fire around you drops down. And you hear a voice say, "I'm free. I'm free. If only I could remember my name." And instead of the green fire, you occasionally, because you and James both have fucking incredibly high, there is a invisible banshee with a bow made out of electrical necrotic energy that looks very similar to the electrical necrotic energy that was shot at you when you first left the temple to go to the Black Tower. It is floating around the outside of the arena and appears to be agitated and hopeful. The other two, you guys just hear some, you hear the voice, but you have no idea what's going on. You do know that the green fire is gone now, though.
Hell yeah.
And my bonus action is to give Bardic Inspiration to Tanira.
Well, that's fucked up. So...
Hey, Andrew, I haven't opened your notes page in a while. Do you mind posting the link again into
Yep.
into chat?
I was just scrolling through the notes too.
It's pinned in the.
It's pinned, but I'll drop it for you, so
generic
just to make it easy.
I couldn't find the pin.
Should be at the bottom with the hosting link.
Yeah, usually it was in my recently opened files in Google Drive, but yeah.
Right.
I need to know what you say for Bardic Inspiration, by the way. I know you're shoveling food in your face, but I can't let you just walk away with... You get to say, I give Bardic Inspiration.
Hold on.
Sure.
I had something for this and I forgot it.
Okay.
I think the names we're
Rhaenyra,
looking
onward,
for
your fists
are going to be
are
season 2,
the
episode 2,
furious
James.
Yeah.
revenge that you need to deal.
Revenge, huh? All right. Rhaenyra, time slows down. You see the rest of your party moving incrementally fast, as if they've all been reduced to 2 FPS. A ghostly form of Locke steps away from himself, and his draconic tail slithers and begins to fold up around himself, like becoming a belt, and he walks towards you, this ghostly image. Again, the real Locke Deathwalker is still standing, engaging Godric.
Right.
Is he pulling a me?
Hold on. Yes, you guys are jumping the gun tonight. You're real saucy, all right?
Yeah, he has every ability we do. He's like a total mirror match.
He walks towards you and he says, "Why do you do this? Why do you come here? You chase after a dead husband, dead child. Their immortal rest waits them someplace else. I can give them to you. My master has that power. I do not even ask you to kneel. Simply walk away, and all that you desire shall be yours. Your family reunited on a plane of your choosing."
So I hear Guinevera's bardic inspiration, and pretty much, I push my hands together, center myself, and answer him, "I will find them on my own terms," and then I'll sprint for Blazewing.
Okay. As you refute his offer, the shimmering effect disappears, the ghostly Blazewing disappears, time resumes its normal flow, and you sprint towards him. Go ahead.
Right up there.
Okay.
As soon as I get to, right before I get to them, I'm gonna rage. Actually,
That's-
I'll probably go over here.
Quite wise. You won't get flanking from there, though.
That's fine. But when I rage, the fire damage, I don't want to take Godric.
Understood.
I'm going to rage, and then I think he takes 2 fire damage.
Okay. Big numbers.
And then,
We're bringing our best here.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna attack him with my spear. I'm gonna jump at him and attack him with my spear. Where's my spear?
Oh, yeah.
One sec. Don't
Have to turn off his cool lighting effects. Guinevere, this dispel magic. There goes my creepy ambiance. Thanks,
Aw.
Lauren.
Sorry. What? Do you want me to go up and hit him?
Canadian,
with the sword?
sorry, I understand.
Yeah.
Can you just cantrip minor illusion just to keep it going so it looks cool still? it won't do anything, but it looks cool.
Can I add the bardic inspiration? Do I have to roll first and then add a bardic inspiration, or do it before I roll?
You would want to add it after, because if you hit, it doesn't add any extra.
Does a 21 hit?
It does indeed hit.
Okay, then we're gonna do damage. That's some decent damage. I'll take that, and then my second attack, I'll probably use bardic inspiration for that.
You will need it.
D10.
D10.
So you need to hit at least a 5.
Roll 10.
Oh.
And no, I don't
Blocks
get
it with the shield.
Okay, I'm going to flurry. Oh no, I raged.
You
so I
already
can't
used your
flurry of
bonus
blows.
action. Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's my entire turn.
I'm sorry, guys. AP, did you forget lair actions at round about 20?
That was the layer action. Was the
sorry,
temptation. Is the burn.
Okay, sorry.
I would point out, I believe that you can't do the same layer action twice, which is why there's not more skeletons. You may not know this, James, but the first episode of Winter's Edge, Season 1, Episode 1, is called You Too Could Be Attacked by Skeletons. It's my classic move. I use it as often as possible.
Look, I'm going to say the only lair monster I've ever used in 5e as a GM has been Stravon Zarovich.
Ooh. Well, I mean, that's a good one.
Skellies are my favorite enemies.
Well. We've come back around here.
All right. Pokemon time.
Oh, come on.
It's another ape.
It's another ape. All the apes.
I could do this all day.
I have to be honest with you. I'm
gorilla. I choose
I'm not
you
really
again.
worried about the ape. You know what I mean? Like, that's not. It's
Well,
not
the idea was well, they're going to soak up damage. But I mean, if all his ability is area effect, then probably that's less effective. But all right, so and I'll just command Sparky as my bonus action. Then anyway, by the way, to the players, I put a note into Zoom chat to have a look at, so we can try and speak.
I'm really glad I popped out Zoom chat so the whole audience didn't see whatever spoiler shit y'all were fucking talking about.
Okay, so while you're looking at that, I'll deal with the ape and Sparky. So first fist is a hit, I believe, unless it's going to.
It is a hit.
5, second fist. Is a hit.
Go ahead.
4.
Okay, don't let me
We're
stop
doing
you.
great minimal damage, and then Sparky will move in, and we'll also attempt to bite. That should hit.
The Pokemon is really working for you right now.
He's a Pokemon master.
Another 12.
And that's fire damage?
Piercing
on
and
the
fire.
damage?
So it's 2 piercing, 6 fire into.
Just making sure. Okay.
Right. I threw my 2 cents into the chat.
Anything else?
No, that's it for me. So.
All right, Godric.
But I'm giving Gwyneria a meaningful PC glance, that basically conveys all of what's in the Zoom chat.
All right.
Significant PC glance is such a great term.
Look, it's only just beaten by Dad Huddle, I gotta say.
There's nothing special about Dad Huddle, though. People outside the Dad Huddle can hear you. Significant PC glance implies that in a single, like, you're filling a lot of subtext in there.
But I don't think anyone's ever been attacked in the Dad Huddle. It's a safe. It might not hold information, but it's a safe space. Yeah.
All right.
And
I'm gonna
stop.
use Searing Smite as a bonus action.
Sure.
So the next time I hit a creature, so it goes off on my next hit.
Yes.
I'm then going to Unleash Incarnation again.
Okay.
And my Ghosty will attack, and I will attack. And we're still flanking, so I think we still have advantage.
Correct. He is going to parry that. That will hit. That will also hit.
All right.
Sparky
so,
will use his reaction to add 1d6 fire to one of these attacks.
Fire?
Awesome.
Okay.
Yep.
So just to be
Alright,
clear, Searing Smite is only on your attack.
correct.
Okay.
And it's only on the first hit, so the second hit won't generate the extra damage.
Well, I mean, you only hit once. The third attack is the other one, right?
I always do the ghost first.
Oh, interesting. Well, ghost misses. All right. Searing Smite for a big 1 damage, huh? That's
Yep.
okay. So now hold on.
God, I just keep rolling these ones.
It is now encased in fire, right? At the start of its turn, it means
Correct. He's got to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
There we go.
And don't forget
Nice.
the 1d6 extra fire from Sparky on one of these attacks.
Oh yes. Roll d6. An extra d6 fire. There we go.
Yeah.
15.
Thank you for that, James. Okay, so
Thanks,
start
Sparky.
of. Oh, thank you, Sparky. The start of his next turn, he has to make a. Oh, what the hell kind of save? Oh, it's a con save. He's probably going to make that. Oh well.
You never know.
Yeah, you know,
He could be a
might tank
third.
it.
He could be a third and I didn't have 0 con.
He's only mostly dead.
Very true.
Mostly.
What else do you have?
That's it for my turn. That's everything.
As your axe slashes, the magical energy of Sparky's flames rolling down your arm to leap onto the target. You see a change. With the arm that he's been shielding with, he reaches over his back and he pulls out not a greatsword, but a scroll, a massive scroll, which he begins unfurling and chanting with. And now you think he has entered his second form.
Yep, second phase.
Second base.
So he is now a legendary creature.
So he hasn't casted it yet. He's still in the process.
I mean, he's not really casting anything. He's just unleashing his full power.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
So I can't use Mage Slayer.
It turns out he's actually left-handed.
he's been.
With a natural 20, I dispel your burning flames.
Okay.
Oh, I did that the wrong direction. So, how big is this?
Big.
1, 2, 3. I need everybody, including the ape, to make a con saving throw.
Is he doing a spell?
He is doing a spell.
Then I'm gonna use Mage Slayer, and I get a melee weapon attack against him.
Sure.
Oh, nice.
Fuck.
Oh, should you have advantage because Sparky's flanking?
Correct.
Oh yeah, let's roll it again.
Again. Oh.
So yes, con saves from everyone.
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 But everyone.
I'm just going to remove the
I
ape.
think I get
don't-
advantage on con
Oh
saves.
boy, y'all throwing some bricks here real quick.
I will throw my advantage at Guineria for this one.
Okay. I'm gonna. There we go. A 20.
Good start. It's a good start
Thank
there.
you, because it could have gone poorly.
Con save. Constitution. There you are. Fuck.
Sparky?
I'm not now, sorry.
It didn't even roll, dude.
Okay. So he takes the scroll in his left hand and slams the bottom end of it down on the ground, and a wave of thunder backed by black lightning spreads out from him, filling the entire area of this arena. And everyone takes 5d6 thunder, 5d6 necrotic, and anyone who failed, which is everyone but Goneria, is knocked prone.
I will probably die. That's
Will
okay.
also probably die.
No, those rolls are horrible. It is 14 thunder and 12 necrotic.
So 26.
I believe the ape is just flat out dead.
Yeah, even with this. I didn't roll a save because it would have died either, I think.
I'm just gonna move the ape off board because I feel like he'll be coming back for some reason, but
Oof. Not terrible, but not great.
you're trying to figure out which one is prone.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is a tag for it, but you let me know if you figure it out.
Just click on the
There we go.
yeah, utility and then prone.
It's the sad upside down walking man.
How do you do that?
I don't worry, I got it
never
for you.
mind.
Yeah,
Never mind.
lot of prone people here. He
Just doing prone
stands
things.
back up. Oh my god, what a reference. He stands back up to his full height, and his eyes flare with even more hidden fire as he says, "It has been an age since I have been made to go all out. Be honored that I use my full power on you." Quinaria. Oh, did your ghost die?
Yeah, they only have 1 hit point.
Okay, well, he's permanently dead now.
He
Forever
died
and
like
ever.
30 times over.
So I've killed 3 people so far, right? 2 apes and that thing. Is Sparky
People.
alive?
Sparky's alive, yeah.
Yeah, just making sure.
Are apes people?
Well,
I'm gonna
Quinaria,
drink my greater healing potion.
that's
That's
wise.
by action.
Do you have a greater? Since when?
Yeah, I've been carrying it for a while. So
Oh.
well,
That big 12 roll there really shelling out for the
12 out of
huge-
20 is still better than nothing.
Passing, I think.
Yep. And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to use a healing word. I'll use it on Kithrex.
Do I take less damage if I'm resistant to fire?
Yeah, you halve the damage from fire.
Oh, shit.
Hold on a second.
It's 26 damage, it's 13.
Yeah, that wouldn't have affected that last. That last one was thunder and
Thunder and
necrotic.
Not-
It was
Oh,
the
got it,
previous
got it.
one. That the
Okay.
green orb did fire damage.
Yeah, that I didn't get hit with. Okay, just want to make sure.
Who are you healing wording?
Kithrex, 12.
Very well.
Thank you very much.
Soothe your wounds. Let us hope.
What is this guy wearing? Is he wearing like? I'm assuming
He's
he's wearing
wearing-
armor and
Plate.
plate. Okay.
Yeah, he's roughly looks like what you see in that picture there at the top.
Okay.
He's
Cool.
wearing
Cool.
plate.
Cool.
And he's summoning the axe. Sorry, the shield. 4 skeletons appear around Godric and begin beating the hell out of him.
Okay.
You are on the ground, so they get advantage on every attack if they didn't already.
They're flanking, so they would get advantage anyway. Well, 23 will hit.
Is that a natural 20? Jesus Christ.
So you got 2 hits. You got the 1 crit and the 23 hits.
I'm working on. That is 7 and 9 damage.
Okay.
As the skeletons rise up from the ground around you, you can see from 2 of the skeletons a ghostly after image of 2 apes. And you also you also see, did we settle on who you summoned?
We didn't actually.
I'm just to say it's Uncle Bomber. No, you specifically said it wasn't him.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought the whole point of the spell from the Archmage was we were going to take penalties for summoning things and using these abilities.
The spell from the Archmage was no. So that's for the plane,
Yeah.
right? Anything that dies on the plane. In this specific fight, any creature that dies, he can resummon as a skeleton.
The thing is, he let me.
Trust me, it would be so much worse if the plane's effect was still in effect, because it would appear at the end of whenever somebody died, instantly.
The spell she did that I had to make the hula skirt for. Let me talk to my ancestors, and they told me it was okay to use them here.
That was a whole Maui situation.
Yeah.
I
It was essentially AP saying it's okay for me to use my my ghosts here.
He basically saying, you're welcome. And then, we got buffed.
Oh.
Just to be clear, these are not the dead spirits of those creatures. They're just skeletons being powered by the energy of death.
Gotcha.
I just want to make sure you understand the ramping up consequences as things die in this fight. Speaking of things that are ramping up, that was the lair action, which means I'm gonna go ahead and use a legendary action, because technically the last person to act was Guineria, and I'm gonna tail slap Godric.
Damn, Godric's getting the shit beat out of him now.
I have advantage on this. Actually, 220 keep highest. Yeah, I'm thinking a 30 is gonna
That'll
hit
hit.
you for sure.
Does a 30 hit?
Does a 30 hit? You don't have any resistance to necrotic damage, right?
I don't believe so. No.
You know it's something a Shadow Archive?
No.
Okay, you take 21 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
He's fine.
Jesus Christ.
Tanira, you're on the ground.
I would
Godric
like
is
to
getting
not
the
be on the ground.
absolute shit kicked out of him.
I would like to get up off the ground.
Get
that's
up
my
off of that ground. That uses half your movement.
half. Okay. Okay.
You're still
and-
raging.
And then I'm going to use one more spell of the Ring of the Ram. And I believe that is, 1d20 plus 7.
Well, you're firing it at melee range, so you do it at disadvantage, which will cancel out with Sparky. You're just firing it normally.
Okay. Can I use the rest of my movement? Actually, no, I can't, because then he gets an attack of opportunity on me if I move away
Right.
from him.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll just attack him normally.
Okay.
Spear. Actually, I'm gonna use my fists.
Okay. Boy,
It's not even rolling. It's just literally doing like 2 steps,
saw it
bro.
roll.
Like
I
skipping a
saw it.
stone.
Yeah, it's like it's like throwing a stone to the ground instead of skipping it across the fucking lake.
still have a bonus action if you want.
And I still have one more attack as well.
Oh, I see. Oh. That rolled over. Okay, I'll let that happen.
6.
okay.
And then I'll use a key point to flurry of blows. Oh, I don't really need that, but whatever. It's not on it either. Gotta be kidding me, dude. Does it hit?
You have advantage on this.
Oh yeah, because he's
Like,
flanked. Does that help at all?
No.
All right, I'm gonna do it again. Come on, dude.
You still have got advantage.
still have advantage.
It's crazy.
Oh,
Come
that
on.
spin on my screen.
He just casually turns as you're like, you're doing the Krav Maga special move where all martial artists want to use the power of punching and kicking at the same time, but only Krav Maga can manage the power. You do it, and he casually somehow blocks you with one hand at the same time.
Ooh, the
Sorry,
skeleton?
James is no.
Oh, I thought I was attacking the skeleton.
Oh, you're attacking the skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you fucking destroyed the skeleton quite easily, for sure.
Okay.
That was not clear to me. Yeah, go. I mean, we can go all the way back to the first
I
attack.
just want to
then.
get all these skeletons off of Godric as
Okay.
many as I can at least.
Well, hold on. Let me
Yeah.
give him his 6 hit points back.
Okay.
James is an actual Krav Maga instructor, so he knows everything I just said is wrong. Your fists are bludgeoning, so they deal 50% bonus damage, which makes your 6 and 9. Your
Actually, true, Arthur.
Sorry? Oh,
Actually, true.
you're trying to concentrate the power of a punch and a kick and a single punch kick? All right, perfect.
5-inch
roll,
punch.
roll damage for the 15-14, which is a hit.
Okay.
Okay, that skeleton dies.
Okay. Then I'm gonna use my movement to get over here.
That would be a.
In doing
You'd be
so,
attack
you will
opportunity.
invite attack.
Oh,
by
from him? Okay.
Yeah,
Then
if you
can
step
I...
You could
one
move to
down.
there,
Yeah.
and that you won't be attacked.
Okay. Got it. I will do that, and then I'll attack the skeleton to the left.
Left. Okay. Roll
Yeah.
damage because a 16 will hit. Okay. 9 again. All right. Punch stuff. It works.
And then my flurry of blows, right? Or do we?
That was your flurry of blows.
Oh, okay.
Yes, your
then-
first hit the guy, then the flurry of blows first hit the guy.
But I have 2
Killed
first
him.
attacks.
That is true. So do one more flurry of blows attack. This will not be at advantage because you are
Okay.
flanking.
Oh, you want me to roll attack again?
Yes, I do want you to roll
Got
attack
it.
again.
Okay.
But I'll take that. I'll take that damage roll if you hit. What you
Finally, it rolls correctly. So
He
just
is-
dumping the die.
do? Dead.
Cool.
You clear 2 skeletons off the field.
Godric.
Hithrix, things are looking
Alright.
pretty dire.
I will stand up first off.
Very well.
So, question for you: in terms of, there's no wall of fire now. Can I safely stand in this space down here?
You have no reason to think that you couldn't.
Okay, so I'll try and move down there.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will target Locke as my favored foe,
Mhm.
and I will make 2 attacks against him with my bow. That's it doing. Yeah. I want to do it. It's fucking something with my. So what, I set the bow up in this, but what it's doing is it's trying to use the bow's one-off ability rather than like let me make a weapon attack with it. I'm going to have to try and roll this manually then. Means I need to put what my bonuses are.
NCIS hacking scene. 2 people pressing a keyboard like this. As everyone knows, 4 hands.
Love how cheesy that show is.
So I'm at +8, +2, then +12. Okay, so this is the first attack. 25 would hit.
I'm gonna go ahead and just parry that because I don't know what you're doing, but I have reason to believe that it's probably not good for me.
All right. So the good news is I bought Dragonlance recently, and I have read the Death Knight stats, and the parry ability is only against a melee attack.
Ah, that is true. That is true.
So
I will allow. This is an
Parry
altered
against you
Death
filthy
Knight, but you
casual.
are right. I didn't change that in any way. So go ahead.
Okay. All right. So my damage with this weapon is.
This is the problem with not
Damn.
just writing completely. I even went out of the way to customize an already done monster, and James is still like, "Yeah, I already know what it says."
And the problem was that I bought this as I bought the book recently, so
QB the
Right.
gelatinous cube is just going to be the only enemy we
Yeah.
have from now on.
This is
So
why I
it's-
paid to
it's-
do your homework, kids.
five,
right.
it's 9 piercing and 5 lightning.
Okay, so full damage.
And second attack
It's basically Caramon.
is also a hit.
Yeah.
Oh, so I forgot my favorite foe. It's 20 damage there. My favored foe for each of those attacks adds a further.
Did you command something to start area cleaning?
Skeleton aggro.
So my son just walked in, complaining that the robot vacuum is going off. So there's another 10 points worth of favored foe damage.
The dang AIs are at it again.
Yeah.
You had thought perhaps there was nothing left in this shell of a dragon killer, but you see that there is a black ooze coming from his many wounds now, and something like blood coming from where a mouth should be.
Sparky stands up, moves forward, and goes into full defense.
Okay,
I didn't command him.
all right. Godric, your position is precarious at best.
Well, I'm going to begin by standing up.
Sure.
Kind of spoiled for choice here.
Like, can we take a break so I need to deal with these kids?
Sure. You want to
Yeah.
do that now, so that you are no
Yeah,
longer
yeah,
spoiled
yeah.
for choice? Hey.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take the break.
Yeah.
We'll return. And you know what? You know what? Before your turn, let's see. My legendary actions don't reset until after my turn. Okay, never mind. Hey, we'll return in like
Thank
5
God.
minutes. All right, we're on our way back in. I'm concerned because when I put my headset on, Lauren was talking about, she kept saying the word strategy, and I'm like, oh boy, I'm
It's
in
not
trouble,
for this
huh?
game. That was another
Eric's running
Oh,
Stay
okay.
Frosty. And I'm trying
Stay frosty.
in order to not die easily with all the weapons and stuff, you're basically reverse strategic.
Did you want to? I mean, like we've just ignored this banshee so far, and you sort of brought her out, Lauren, with the dispel magic.
I have a thought. I have a plan. I have a plan.
Well, Godric, it's your turn to make thoughts and plans.
Okay. I'm gonna open up. We're back, right? Okay, I'm gonna open up with using second wind.
Son of a bitch. I'm
How
so
dare
close.
you heal yourself?
I've almost got you.
So I get 10 hit points back.
Okay.
It's not a lot compared to what I usually have, but then Godric is going to cast Heat Metal.
Everyone keeps saying Task Force. What is Task Force Gygax?
No idea.
That's Spoon and I know. It's an
it's from Eric's game. All right.
Yes.
I was worried it was some sort of strategy you'd pre-planned.
Yeah, we gave code names to all of our strategies.
I'm casting Heat Metal on his armor.
Is there a save?
Let's see. Choose a manufactured metal object, such as a weapon or suit of armor. You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action each of my turns to reuse it. If the creature is holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it, the creature must succeed in a con saving throw or drop the object, if it's possible.
Okay, he literally cannot drop the object though, because it is his body.
Yep, that's why I chose the armor.
There is no saving throw. Okay, all right.
So he just takes 8 fire damage.
Okay. Fire damage. Got it.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with ow.
Okay.
And I think because all these words or all his spells have to be prayers, I think Godric's like chant is as sure as I dream, the hammer strikes the anvil.
Ooh, nice.
I like it.
I had a list of blacksmithing songs that I had
Can you
queued up, and then we never used them.
Can you put that in the chat somewhere so I can use that in some artwork later?
Yeah.
I'm noticing Kethrix has moved 35 feet away.
Rip.
Distressing for me.
Where? I don't even see him. Or
Down
there
here.
she is.
He raises his sword. He raises the scroll once again and slams it into the ground.
Phase 3.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Everybody needs to make.
Is he doing a spell?
Yeah, he is. Constitution
I get to
saving
attack.
throw. Sure.
Saving throw.
Constitution saving.
So hopefully I don't roll a 1 on this
The
con.
dice is over my UI. I can't
I'll
see.
give the advantage to Guardian again.
Thank you. Gonna need it.
All right, I got a 21 this time.
Okay, you do not have advantage,
21.
Bearded, because
That's fine.
Sparky is full defensing.
No, doesn't he have advantage because Sparky's on the other side?
Sparky's full defensing. He's not threatening.
Still an ally, isn't he?
Is that how that works in this system?
I mean, he was
Sure.
apparently
All right,
he was
go ahead and roll
providing
again. I'll allow it. I'll
Oh,
allow it.
look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I might just be pathfindering
Ooh.
again.
26.
26 will hit.
Yes.
I will
Let's go.
parry it. Oh, never mind. I can't parry it.
Another
Alright.
8 damage.
Sure.
See, Gwyneria, I knew all that training is going to come in handy.
Yeah. Did good jobs.
Has anyone not saved yet? 17 is not going to save.
Does
Yes, it
18
is
save? Wait, no, wait. What was my constitution? Oh, 17?
You rolled a 17.
Okay. Doesn't save. Got it. This is going to hurt.
Yes, saves are 18.
It's going to hurt a lot.
It is going to hurt a lot. So it's half thunder, half necrotic again, and I believe Everybody but Guineria fail. No, Godric saved. Sparky? Did Sparky roll?
He failed, rolling 9.
Okay.
Big ouch.
All right, hold on. Forgot what size the die are. Is it 5d6? Yeah.
Yeah, that hurts.
That is a much better roll. 21 thunder and 22 necrotic.
Sparky manages.
43.
Okay.
Oof.
So I have not used my reaction, so I'm going to use my reaction to eat Sparky's soul.
Can I use my reaction if I just use Mage Slayer?
No, because Mage Slayer is your reaction.
Is your reaction, so I can't use two. Okay.
You need reaction. I thought reaction resets after your turn. He's parried this turn.
He did not parry this turn.
Because he couldn't.
Because it gives a +6, which would have been a 26, and the 26 would still hit on a parry, so I decided not to use it. I have not.
So hold
parried
on. So I was asking, so can I resummon Sparky as per my class ability?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. No worries.
Unless I eat a soul.
But you just said you use your reaction to where you soul.
Well, you know what? Whether I've parried or not, at the end of this turn, I will have a reaction back. This was always the really bad thing about Sparky being here, was that this guy eats dragons. And I feel like I've definitely
said that multiple
Chekhov's
times.
gun that for you many times. Did anyone die?
Nope.
And okay.
No.
So
I'm only mostly dead.
and did what was your save, Tanira? A
17, I
But
think.
you are also prone.
Yeah.
The skeletons are dead, which is a problem for me because I was, I should have thought
I
this
have
through
15 health points.
Well, you know that
16 health
that's
points.
his level 5 necrotic blasting, isn't it? It's only targets you choose.
I don't know if we have any healing
I
spells.
appreciate that, Japes. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
You know what? As a reward, I'm just gonna kill them anyway, rather than use his other legendary action. I wouldn't want you to feel too Pondo-ish, where everyone yells at you for telling everyone how the boss works. He looks tired. Guineria, how are you holding up? You have 2
I'm
hit
almost-
points.
I'm almost
Holy
dead. Yeah.
shit!
I'm almost dead, so I have to go and enact my last strategy. My plan
Sure.
is to cast Dissonant Whispers powered up to level 4,
Mm-hmm.
and specifically say,
That's
"Fuck, what would Retoria and Gallivantica think of your actions? You have betrayed them and yourself."
Interesting. Now, is Dissonant Whispers, you say it out loud or in his mind?
got a
You
vocal
whisper
component.
a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible
Ooh.
pain.
It's too bad for you, but all right, go ahead. We'll continue along this line. Sure.
Oh,
I make a Wisdom saving throw at advantage because it's a magical attack.
yeah.
My it's +9, so I feel pretty strongly about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 26.
So 11.
Okay, that's not great for me. He turns his helmet towards you and said, "What did you just say to me?"
Repeat it out loud.
I said, and I scream it. What would Retortia and Gallivantica? What would they say? What would your companions? What of your lover? What would she say to you if she saw you like this?
It is deeply unfortunate that you already used your action before you did that.
Well,
He monologued with
Yeah.
as part of his like without using action before. He fought and used the spell and monologued.
I was going to say, when
Doesn't take
was
action to
talking
say
in action?
words.
I didn't say it took an action to say words. I'm telling you. Okay, Jesus, you guys, listen. You,
I'm gonna die. It's okay.
what's going on here, guys? I'm your friend. Aren't I?
Not on the season finale.
You hear a cry when you say Gallivantica,
Yeah.
a wail of a banshee, and your whole body is surrounded by the black necrotic lightning. And you think that just like she blasted you with this attack, that as a parting gift as she departs this plane, your next attack will add that damage. But because it's the end of your turn, you're just holding on to it now. Now, James, we've come full circle. That said, if you have a cantrip, you can technically also cast a cantrip in the same round that you have cast a regular spell.
I have cantrips.
It has to be a bonus action cantrip that would deal damage.
I don't have any bonus action cantrips.
You're
That do
holding on to
damage.
that until the next round then.
Yeah. Any bonus actions I have, I can't use with a spell already cast. I know that.
Okay.
And I don't have a bonus action cantrip. They're all
So she can use the damage next turn. She just has to wait.
Correct.
If I live,
Got
I
it.
may not live.
Yeah.
I will probably die.
Okay, at the end of your turn, legendary action, tail whip, Godric. He's been a real pain in the ass.
I feel like AP's been waiting to say that this whole campaign.
Yeah.
Oh. I couldn't
Ouch.
move.
Oh, fuck.
damn.
You're so fucked. That's a critical hit.
Yep.
I mean, you're definitely going to die from this. You could actually fully die from this. 2d8 plus 5 plus 8d8. Oh, there's so many sixes. You take 61 points of damage as he lifts you up with his tail, Frieza style, and then slams you down into the ground. You hit the pile of bones, and the bones are like peeking up through your body, and you can see that some have gone through you as you fall unconscious, I'm guessing.
Let's see.
He has one
What-
hit point.
I was gonna say, what does it take to flat out kill me?
You have to go
double
negative
your
your maximum
HP.
hit points.
Yeah, it would have to
Oh,
exceed
okay.
your maximum hit points.
Okay, well that's not enough to
Doesn't
flat
quite
out
do
kill
that.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the great
Gotcha.
news is that Phoenix protection you got earlier means that you don't instantly die and then come back as a Blackguard Paladin right here.
Thank Jesus.
You're just unconscious, waiting for
Okay.
a vitae. Who is still conscious that I want to mess with? Boy, the Gwyneria, I think. I definitely want to remove her. Time slows down for you, Gwyneria. Again, everyone is moving at like 2 frames per second. You see a ghostly image step away from a battered, worn, and perhaps maybe worry in the set of the eyes of Loch Deathwalker as he begins walking towards you, and he says, "What is it that you desire out of this fight? You steal from me the very thing I have worked my entire life to bring back. For what? What is your purpose here?"
My purpose is to make you pay for what you and all of your underlings, your minions, your useless things we've defeated again and again and again have done to torment me, my people, and my friends. In fact, our entire world. You are so short-sighted, so consumed, so twisted.
If you
Just
leave
die
now,
already.
I will aegis you and your family and your people. Never again will my forces bother you if you but leave.
I cannot trust you. Only your death, only your end can make that work. And if
Death.
you do not end, then I do not yield.
Death is no ending for me. All right, and you snap back to reality.
Oh, there goes
Gravity is still here.
Yeah.
No, I said it. Gravity's still here. Tanira.
It's like he knows me.
Godric is laying broken next to you.
I'm gonna get up. Yeah, I'm gonna get up.
I'm gonna get down.
I'm gonna get up to get down. I am going to try to attack my guy here and use a key point for stunning strike.
So I really don't want this one to hit.
Yeah,
okay.
and there's 4 of them.
That has to be a fist, not a spear. It has to be a fist.
It says melee weapon attack.
Does it? For stunning strike?
When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to make the target stunned until the next of your end turn.
Man, I don't know how to play 5e anymore. I think I just know how to play Pathfinder, and I'm just pretending. Oh,
motherfucker!
You do the sonic strike. He full on catches it on the left arm shield. You see like your key power just being drained out of you, and he goes.
I'm gonna try. A
worthy opponent indeed.
Damn, that was almost a natural 20.
No.
I used that. Okay. Fuck. All I have is my movement speed at the moment. Do I want a chance of an attack of opportunity? No, I really don't.
Okay. I know he doesn't have to spend the key until he hits. The fight will be over before that is relevant.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everyone in this fight is on their last legs. I already used my 3 legendary actions to tail slam. So it is your turn. Ithrix.
I would like my flashback now.
Yes.
I want to say, if you haven't read Order of the Stick, there are background NPC characters from the Paladin town who survive by any time they get in trouble, they reveal one of their name, either their last name and their first name and part of their backstory, and they realize it gives them a health boost and a power up. And so anytime one of them like is about to introduce themselves, they're like, "Oh, hi, I'm Miss, Oak." So, and he's like, "No, stop! You can't! You can't tell anyone our last name." All right, James. Just know, in my mind, the Fate Cran Order off soundtrack. Bonds is playing right now, but go ahead and do your flashback.
Look, I think that before we came in here, Kithrick's had a conversation with Sparky and said, "Look,
of course,
we're going to the plane of death. We saw what happened last time. Back when we were first joined, you used to drop in and out of whatever magical space you needed to be. You've been around a lot, but
I haven't died in a very long time."
But I mean, what I mean is, like, if you think that if something is happening, if you think you are going to be laid low, that maybe just drop back there and I can pull you back again. Better that than dying in this place.
I'm not worried about it. He might be able to eat his own dragon soul, his own dragon spirit, and other dragons, but our bond is stronger than that. And then zooms out a little bit, and it's just Sparky playing Wonderwall.
Okay, no worries.
Loves that Wonderwall.
I'm going to use my action to summon Sparky.
You summon Sparky successfully.
Okay. I think it doesn't have a distance, so I'm going to assume he has to come next to me, though.
Yeah. So when you do that, he turns, not Sparky. Locke turns and goes, "What did you do? How dare you?"
I think that instinctively, I also summon Sparky back in his original blue format, like the lightning version of Sparky.
So the thunder damage won't be as much.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I mean, it goes back to that's why he was called Sparky in the first place. Come on, Arthur, get me out here.
All right, the hype reprised version of the two of your theme song begins playing right now. As it's really obvious, there's about to be a final attack combo. Spoon is leaving right now, right on the anime finishing blow, power of friendship.
So that was my action to summon him, though.
Okay.
So
Then never mind.
Then it goes to him, so he can then move in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he will.
That's some real Blood Bowl movement.
Since I technically didn't use my key point on the last, could I have used it to disengage instead? Because I didn't hit?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking do that.
Sure. You don't have an advantage because he is prone and also unconscious.
Oh, okay, no worries. All right.
Yep.
Well, what was the first roll there? The first roll was the 16 anyway. So
I'll take it.
okay.
By using parry. No, I already used my reaction. Eat Sparky.
Almost minimum damage. 7.
Okay, 7. Roll a d20, please.
Oh, sorry. Can I also, as my bonus action? Oh, I can't because the bonus action to command Sparky. Disregard.
Yep,
that's fine. D20.
Yeah, but from Patrick for death saving throw.
Oh, you need me to make a death save.
I mean, what did you think was going to happen?
I didn't realize you were talking to me.
You're dying.
Yeah. Here we go, nat 1.
You're dying in the worst place to die.
Nope.
Okay. I mean,
That's
if you get a nat 1 next time, it's fucking game over for you,
good
brother.
when it just drops the die.
Where's death saves on here?
Oh, what a problem.
It's on the attributes page. You'll see death saves. Yeah, ticks and crosses.
Yep.
You can also click on the word death saves to roll the death save too, and it will automatically update. Depending on what you
I
roll.
didn't know that. I think as I'm making these death saves, Godric is having like a gladiator moment where he's walking through like the fields and there's like this chanting song.
He just gets run over by a horse and goes, "Ah!" It's very obviously a doll. Sorry, no, go ahead. You go through the fields, slowly
it's
holding
like
your hands
it's
out.
like the last scene, right?
Yeah. Gwyneria, can I ask you to please make a charisma saving throw?
Oh, okay. I'm going to use my inspiration, so I roll it at advantage.
No! Now!
Now!
At this time and place?
Now!
In the hour
This
of my
time and
victory?
place.
That's what you get for monologuing.
No! I had it!
20.
It was so close! It was in my grasp!
No! No, I will not give up! I'm the blessed of the gated star!
And she just starts glowing with her inspiration.
Here's what happens. You see him turn and look at you. And suddenly you find yourself standing in front of the planar gate. Here. In Dragonhold. And then you snap back here to this fight. And you keep switching between the two until finally, with pure force of personality, inspiration, and a nat 20, you bring yourself back to here and now. Rather than be banished back to your plane of home existence.
No. No.
You basically Galadriel yourself to stay here.
She turns photo negative.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. That's my whole action. I don't have any of those destruction waves or the hellfire orbs. I'm out of my cool shit.
Good.
All right.
I just realized Gwyneria is probably going to get the killing blow with that supercharge next to
Good.
Good.
Gwyneria, that's your turn.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
It is.
It is.
All you have
It
to
is
do
indeed.
now to complete the prophecy is to stand over top of Godric and make a sword attack.
With your
With
sword.
advantage.
No, I'm not doing
End the
that.
campaign on a sword attack powered by magic.
Like
Wow.
SAO.
I mean, I have a sword right here.
Is it magical?
And I did use my other sword to cut the can today in preparation to get myself fired up. But Gwyneria is the blessed of the Canid Star.
Uh-huh.
She needs the power of night. She's going to drop the moonbeam. She's going to power it up to level 5. And she's going to cast it, and it's fills the whole 5 foot square.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thought it was
I
gonna be a
just
thunderbolt.
sneak it in like that.
Okay.
And 5d10 radiant damage plus any bonus, or are you gonna add the bonus?
Plus 10d6 plus 10d6.
Plus 10d6
But
plus.
he's immune to necrotic, so just the 10d6 light.
So plus 10d6.
Oh, shall love
Okay.
me and just
So 5d10 plus 10d6. Are we ready for this?
Well,
Let's
I do get a
fucking
saving throw.
do it.
Yes, you do get a saving throw.
What type of? It's dexterity.
La 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 la.
Constitution.
Saving throw is a DC 15 Constitution.
That's but I do get it at advantage. This spell.
Mm-hmm. But that is 86, in case you're watching.
Wish I wasn't. All right, you get halfway there. You annihilate him with this moonbeam. He straight up Sailor Moon turns white and slowly disappears and fades away. Forget Sailor Moon. It's like what's the one with All Might? My Hero Academia.
My
Like
Hero
he
Academia.
just fucking turns white and slowly fades from existence. That said, his sword and scroll are left behind, and the feeling of ominousness that you had in his presence is in no way diminished.
Right, it's actually heal Godric.
He did? Yeah, I'm gonna heal Godric. I'm gonna run over to Godric and heal him.
Yeah.
I am
Potion
not
on the way
stopping the
over.
ominous music. I am ending the encounter.
Stay out of the moonbeam, everyone.
I mean, you can just choose.
I don't want to turn it off.
Okay. You continue summoning him.
I guess gonna move it. I don't know how to move it. I can
Don't worry
move
about
it,
it.
but I can't
We
move
can
it.
Sailor
imagine in our
powers.
minds that it is somewhere
Yes.
other than
Yeah.
right next
If
to
you-
all the player characters.
If you want to move it, Lauren, you go on the left-hand side to the little measurement controls thing, and you should be able to then move it.
Oh, right. Measurement controls. There we go. I move the moonbeam. Ah, not off the map. I'm gonna move it over here. There we go. Okay, thank you. I just
And
have
I'm
to mark
definitely gonna
them.
heal myself after I healed Godric.
So how do we destroy these artifacts?
There's artifacts.
The
Scroll
sword
and
and the
spell.
scroll.
Oh,
Scroll.
got it. Yeah, I'm not touching
I
that.
was gonna say, am I awake for this at this point?
Sure. Been healed.
Okay.
I'm just gonna literally pound all of these potions right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and just. I think Godric is sitting down like crisscross applesauce, just pounding health potions out of the bag.
I'm gonna do the same.
I'm gonna be passing out health potions if anyone needs health potions as well.
Yes, please.
I imagine he's passing them out like those little. If you guys are familiar with them, those little hugs, barrels, kids drinks.
So you've got a bag of holding, don't you?
Yes, I do.
That's the one that you had to take out the same order you put in, isn't it?
Yes, I think my last.
Imagine if you wanted something like below those 100 health potions. How annoying that would be.
We're gonna drink them all.
Yep.
As you are drinking them, the two people who have a 20 plus passive percent notice that in between the sword and the scroll, the bones nearby are beginning to extremely slowly, like one every 20 or 30 seconds. So,
Pull together.
ligament toe, cleaner.
All right. Is there any way to destroy the scroll first off? Like he was engulfed in flame before, and I guess the scroll didn't seem to burn, did it? But I
Yep,
don't know whether
neither
that's
of them
because-
appear to
I
have
think
been damaged by the final attack that dealt
Between
these 6
mouthfuls of
damage.
health potion, Godric's going to suggest just taking the artifacts back to Dragonhold and feeding them to the keep.
Well, another question is Sparky. Is there anything like is there power here that you can take that you can?
Okay,
Like, it's
so
his
you
power.
ask Sparky. Sparky goes to drain this guy's soul, and he says, I can't take his soul. He's not just a dragon. There's something else about him. And he's coming back. Coming back right now.
pound the potions faster.
Okay. I mean, you can clearly see at the rate that this thing is reassembling itself. If you assume it has to reassemble flesh and armor, it's probably going to take longer than it takes to pound 100 health potions.
It's
It
only
is
10.
returning.
I mean, can I try, like, with my sword damaging the scroll, for example?
Sure.
I got
So-
an idea. Sorry.
I actually want to tell a little Lord of the Rings story. There's
Okay.
only one person in all of Middle Earth who isn't tempted by the ring. His one purpose is to destroy the ring, and upon first learning that it is the ring, does attempt to destroy it and thus is never tempted, and as a result is the only dwarf to be granted access into elf heaven at the end of his life. And that's Gimli, son of Gloin. You go to strike the scroll, and your weapon shatters on hitting it. I mean, Gimli.
Right.
What a
I'm
legend.
gonna cast ceremony and do a funeral rite on the weapons.
Interesting. Nothing happens, and
Actually,
you can
I
tell
was
that you're
gonna say,
being
can I-
directly rejected.
Can I
For
actually? I
one
was
thing,
gonna
the
say,
person
can
you're
I-
trying to funeral rites isn't dead. Make a
mean-
religion check. DC is 27.
Oh God, I don't even know if I can get that high.
Only a natural 20 then.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Guineria, if you can help him out.
Yeah, I give you bardic inspiration. I get a burn.
Yeah, what do you do to give him bardic inspiration? And what does somebody else do to give him guidance?
Okay.
And I give him a thumbs up.
Godric, dig deep into the recesses of your mind, your people, and all the way back to the very first. It is within you. Your blood courses all the way back to the stone-faced one. And you will know this. That means you get an extra D10.
Oh, sweet. Wait, religion's actually an intelligence check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta be
1d10.
smart.
Okay. Real?
Nope.
Nope. Not at all.
You don't know what's going on. You didn't
Can I
know.
make an Arcana check to try and figure out the magic that might end this?
It's religion.
Ah,
No.
Not
Can
even
we
investigation.
take these back to the portal, back to our world? At least if he reforms there, he's not in the his place of power here. And we can try
Actually,
and destroy
if-
it there, or
can
settle
I-
him in his tomb. I don't know, but
Can I just really quick cast Identify on these objects?
Yes. Which one would you like to identify first?
What do we care more about, the scroll or the sword?
you do one, I do the other.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
Are you
I'll
both casting identify at the same time?
I'll take the sword if you take the scroll.
Well, he does it first, and then I'll follow right after.
Okay, you're doing the sword first?
Yeah, I'll do the sword first.
Okay. How much did you heal up?
Hold on, I was still calculating that before we
You
started.
did. You did heal up, right?
Yes, a lot. I was just using healing charge potions, and then I was gonna roll all of my
Yep.
healing at once.
Cool. Go ahead. I'll let you know what happens after that.
Hold on.
Where are you now, Blazewing?
So hold on.
Deathwalker.
1, 2. Actually, you know, it'd just be easier. I knew I had 89 at the start of this. How many do I have now? 76.
Yeah, you take 25 points of damage.
How much healing is a health potion?
Regular health potions,
Two-
D4 plus
two.
2.
D4 plus.
Should be in your inventory
Right there. Yeah.
category here. You can just press it.
2d4 plus 2. Okay.
I'm also going to take my potion of acid resistance for no reason.
Do 20 d4 plus 20 because I drank 10 health potions. Oh. There we go. Did I do that math right?
Yeah.
I think the algorithm did the math for you.
Yes.
Okay,
There
so
we
you
go.
take a bunch of damage, but it doesn't re-kill you.
Yeah.
And does identify work or not?
Identify does work. It identifies that this is one half of the raiment of Death Knight known Deathwalker, and that so long as these objects, which are unable to be destroyed, exist, he will be immortal. Only way to defeat him, to redeem him from. As you touch the sword, you take a fuck ton of damage.
Is that the 25
Yes,
that I
that's
took,
the
or is that
25.
more? Okay. I was like, wait, am I taking?
Yeah, that's. I actually thought when you had the conversation with him, Guneria, when he was trying to influence you last time, I would have potentially handled that one a little bit differently. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to have a conversation again with him as he reforms.
Do we try and take this back to our plane though, so he's not in the plane of death?
Every time we touch it, we take damage. So.
Can we scoop it up with something? Can we mage hand it?
Yeah.
Mage hand requires the object to be non-magical. That might be a Pathfinder thing.
Let me look it up.
I'm just gonna like open up the bag of holding and like put it down and try to like shimmy scoop it into the bag.
You know, I would love for you to make an Arcana.
Yeah, mage hand.
It wouldn't be a
restriction
finale
back.
without Godric making an Arcana check.
Okay. Go ahead. I would never want to stop.
I'm gonna go with probably not.
Yeah. The hand can't activate a magic item, but it can still touch it.
Ah, okay. All right. You shove it into the bag of holding, and the bag of holding explodes, and everything that was inside it shatters and falls on the ground.
Oh no.
Anything that was non-magical inside the bag is donezo.
Oh damn.
Gold,
Destroyed.
potions, all of it destroyed.
Thank God I left my gold at home.
All right. Well, I could delete all the health potions.
The sword falls back onto the ground, right over where the bag was. And the last remnants of the bag, kind of, you can see them being carried away on, there's no wind here. They're being carried away on some sort of spectral wind, slowly disintegrating from necrotic damage.
Nope.
I gotta check my D&D Beyond because that actually had everything sorted correctly.
Did
Yep.
have everything. If you are using Mage Hand to pick up the sword, the Mage Hand will correctly pick up the sword.
If I use the mage hand to separate the sword from the scroll,
Sure.
will it slow down?
Does the distance apart? Yeah, slow down the
Yes.
reformation
So I will
process.
use a mage hand to push the sword away.
I think it's difficult for you to tell that at this distance because it's already so slow. Make a investigation check.
Investigation check. Only a 9, but
You have no idea. Tanira, you believe that separating these two objects will have any effect on the timing?
Separating the objects will not take.
Based on mathematics that are coming into your brain from all around here.
Yeah. Only that he'll need to go further to get whatever you take away once he reforms.
24 hours it will reform.
24 hours it will reform. So it gives us 24 hours to maybe talk to the Archmage or somebody with a higher magical affinity to figure out what the fuck to do with these things.
I mean, the
we
question
know
is,
what we need to do.
do we think that he can hear us right now? Do we think that he's able to perceive what's going on here?
I think that with the identify, you would know that you would know that the sword is a part of him. It is not merely a sword, it is him.
And it was Galvantica that we released before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was he did all this to try and bring her back.
That is a very reasonable explanation for event.
mean, I'm not the persuasive one, but this is what I was thinking before when he was trying to influence you, was the fact that, like, despite everything he tried, it didn't bring her back. It didn't. He has put this world and our world to the torch to try and bring her back, and all he did was bring her more pain. And that she's released now, she's gone, and that the only way that he will ever have a chance of seeing her again is to find that release himself.
Ooh.
That his need, his hubris has only led to pain, and that he'll only find more pain the more he tries to fight this course.
You're saying all this out loud?
I am saying this out loud. I'm saying this to Guineria, so that Guineria can say it more tactfully to his soul. Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm happy with the fact that he can hear what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to make it as a persuasive argument to his ghost. I'm trying to make it to her as like this is the gist of what I think we should be saying.
So what you're saying is, Locke, you have done so much, and it was all to reunite with Gallivantica. You've become a terror upon worlds. You have torn apart the fabric of so much. And yet, she is now free. She is not here, and the only way to rejoin her is to let go. Is that what you're saying, Kithrex?
Yeah, that was my final statement, was to let it go. Like, this is just a cycle that won't end until he accepts the inevitable.
You can't bring her back. She is gone. And all this that you have strove for is for naught. And the only way to be reunited with her is to stop.
Listen, as the game master, I agree with everything you're saying.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it neither redeems him nor atones him.
Mm-hmm.
You've just explained the hellish situation he already knows he's in.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, redemption is something that, like, he can only redeem himself. We can't redeem him. Like, a person can only seek
There are
their own
magic
redemption.
spells that allow you to redeem people. None of you can cast them because none of you are full clerics. But
I mean, I can sort of do it if he's willing. The trick is he's got to be willing first.
Through what means?
Ceremony?
No. A first level spell is not going to redeem a maximum level Death Knight legendary.
Well, it would change his alignment.
Right. Well, the problem here is he doesn't want that.
I'll be right back.
So, I mean, I think part of the problem is the fact that, like I said, so I don't think, this is Kithri, sorry, I don't think that a spell which redeems somebody actually redeems them if they don't want that. Like, a person can only seek their own redemption. A spell might cleanse something from their soul magically, but if that person is not actually wanting to find that redemption, then it's not real, is it?
All right. Fine. I'll let you try.
I'll let you
try to win using talk no jutsu. Guineria, you can roll a persuasion check. Before I know you've already used your advantage, so you better sort all your shit out before you make this roll.
Does it passive persuasion being 21 do anything?
No, absolutely not.
You certainly
There's
can't,
no such thing as passive persuasion. There's only 3 passive skills.
I know, but I like tormenting you with that. I just walk around saying things and people go, that sounds good, yeah.
All of the swords have blood grooves from now on that cause vacuum blood damage.
I would certainly offer guidance on this sort of thing.
Yes, I would take it.
I feel like you did offer guidance by telling her what to say, for sure.
Yes. So how much
are
is your
you
guidance?
a high enough level bard to inspire yourself?
I don't even know.
There is a certain level where bards do get that.
Features, bardic inspiration. No, I'm still other than myself as far as I know. Counter charm, cutting words, expertise. bum.
Use cutting words. Let's just neg him into redemption.
Oh, if only that would work. Take the mother route. I gotta move the cat. Hold on. Go. No, go. Okay, so how much guidance do I get?
1d4.
1d4 plus 1d4. Okay, here we go. Charisma check plus 1d4. Nope. 20.
Good argument.
College of Law, when you hit 3rd level, you can then...
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Oh, no. Sorry, no. College of Law, sorry. You get it, sorry. That's at level 14, sorry.
Yeah.
So you take College of Law at level 3, and at level 14, you will get the ability to self-inspire. There you go.
No. But it's a 20 anyway.
Good argument. Turn him from a life's work.
But
This is
life's
like
work
technically
didn't
like
amount
2
to what
life's
you
work.
wanted. You need to, if you chose redemption and you chose a different path, perhaps
You can see her again.
you can see her again. We've set her free. Where is she gone? She set
Maybe
yourself
that's the
free
journey
from all
that
of
you need
this.
to take.
Yes.
All right.
Journey of peace.
I'll tell you what.
Journey of
Bearded.
love.
Last chance on this line. I'll let you, Bearded, make the persuasion roll here.
Oh God, I'm not good at that.
You shouldn't
But I
have
can
said
give you
anything.
my bardic inspiration of 1d10.
That is
So I can
true.
give you
That's my
the
last one.
guidance.
Okay.
Would this be the
Can I
last
add
roll
that?
of
Is
the
that a
whole
situational
campaign?
bonus? 1d.
Yeah, situational bonus plus 1d10 plus 1d4.
Oh, you have to just press 1d10 or just 1d10?
You type in 1d10 and then do plus 1d4.
Wow,
Fuck.
these rolls have been so garbage. I don't suppose you have your inspiration still.
I don't believe so. I might.
Don't ask me.
It says on my sheet that I do, but I honestly, yeah, I don't know if
will.
it's just
I'll buy that.
okay.
This is
I
it,
will
though.
do it again then.
This is it.
Yep.
You just get the D20 on this, though. Don't re-roll the D10.
Persuasion.
That was really
Just the
good.
D20.
Couldn't
Okay.
have said that.
And you get the d4 as well still. You only roll the d4 the first time around.
That is 22 plus a D4.
26.
Unbelievable.
Did I actually get it?
Well, who
Yeah, I mean,
knows
you beat a
about
25. Yeah. All of you, except Godric, working together. But Godric is the finishing blow here, though. Convince this Death Knight that it's time to move on. It's time to stop chasing Gallivantica and go back to chasing Gallivantica, but with less horror. He will accept a ceremony spell to change his alignment to anything other than lawfully.
Okay.
I want to imagine though that if he does move on, that his relationship in the afterlife with Garvantia is mirrored by Lansky and
Oh my god!
Oh man,
Virginia
Virginia's
Virginia
relationship.
and Lansky. Yeah.
I think Godric would tell him that because I don't think anyone outside of our group knows that Blazewing is Deathwalker, right?
Yeah.
No one outside of our group knows that. I think I would tell him like no one knows that you turned and we can carry on your legend as a hero. And people don't have to know that Deathwalker and Blazewing are the same person. And the legacy that you left behind will remain intact.
As you are casting this spell on the sword and scroll, you see a familiar elven man stand up in a ghostly after image. I want to assume that you're like kneeling and putting your hand on both these objects. He kneels down and puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "My friend, must tell them the truth. It should stand as a warning against those who seek." There are worse things out there than me. The one I served. That is coming. What do you change his alignment to?
Chaotic neutral.
I think I'll change him to just my same alignment as me, lawful neutral.
Okay. You move him up one step.
Okay.
You feel his soul slipping away from here because, in fact, he never died. So he has no place in the plane. Back,
Safe choice.
place of judgment, where his soul will be weighed and measured by the same gods who weighed it. Oh my god, is my audio... Sorry, on OBS my audio keeps dropping off while I'm talking and it pisses me so much. Why is this happening to me during a finale? Alright. That's it. That's the campaign.
I did it!
I think the last thing is I'll just like. So did we see this spirit that Godric saw that released?
Yeah, you all saw
it. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'll just tell Sparky that he's still can still be a hero in the end.
He ate dragon souls. He'll never be redeemed.
I just imagine me kneeling down with my persuasion and like using a key point to like, you know, use that energy to soothe him into Godric's spell.
Are the sword and scroll still intact, or did those disappear when he passed?
They're gone. They were attached to him.
All right.
In a very emo way, the scroll was the story of his life.
Because tonight will be the night that I will die for you.
It was just lyrics to a Cure song.
Hey, we're at a break time. Do we want to break and then come back and maybe talk about
I thought
things?
I was gonna die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's have a
You're
break.
not dead.
Please.
All right. We'll be back in 5 minutes for the last break. Because when we come back next week, I don't think we're going to take the full 3 hours. So this is it. This is the last break. Enjoy it. Although YouTube can't enjoy it because it doesn't exist on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, friends. We're just cooling down after final battle. You know, this campaign is called Generic Fantasy Adventure. System we play is Dungeons and Dragons. Went through a dungeon, we fought a dragon, and here at the end, fought a dragon in a dungeon. Truly was the most. How you guys doing?
I like the fact that Arthur can't help himself. He's like, "This is the final game. We're not anymore." But the real threat is still coming.
It's fine. It's always fine. You can't have a major tabletop RPG actual play and Vecna not be the final boss.
Charity stream some other time.
Yeah.
I have a charity stream coming up.
I know, but some other year, like, you know, follow up in 6
You
months.
want to follow up? You guys are all max level and we'll fight Vecna?
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
Spend 3 hours having a fight for charity.
I like that you'll probably be the only one who has a character that is one class the whole way through. And so you'll be the only one with access to max level spells and abilities.
Yep, you can have that ability.
The monk ones at max level are like, you don't die as quickly. You're basically an elf.
Yeah, but that feels pretty... If you're an elf and you're also a level 20 elf monk, you're like, time has no meaning to me. I shall stretch on into the ages of eternity.
Yeah, but then I won't get to see my wife or my husband and child. So, you know, why would Tenera want that?
Or if you're a druid, you get the ability where you still age only, you just don't look like you've aged. You look young and beautiful right up until you die of old age.
Damn.
Assumably, though, before that happens, you would have another druid cast reincarnation on you, so you'd come back as a
As a
new version
squirrel.
of yourself.
Wait, that idea's
Or
a
a
bit
kobold.
Never mind.
I miss the days when reincarnation was like, small harmless animals.
I think in Pathfinder, they describe reincarnation as like this badass warlord wanted to get reincarnated before he died, and they dug a pit and laid his dead body down in there and covered it in wolves. And he just like came back as like a young girl and was like, "Hey, I'm back. I don't know who I am or anything." And everyone was like, "Well, you already paid me ahead of time. I'm gone." Whoop, drew it out, brother. I was like, this is the best description of reincarnation ever.
So, funny story here, Arthur. So, I have some friends who are really big Dragonlance fans. And when the Dragonlance book came out, I bought it, and they wanted to know how tough Lord Soth was. So, we just did like a sample fight with Lord Soth, or with the basic Death Knight concept. And so, like that was like literally probably about 4 weeks ago for me. So, I'm so sorry that
It's
I
all right.
recognized it was a Death Knight.
The
The image set me off initially, but yeah.
Yeah, the other legendary ability he had that he never got to use, he could drain the essence out of any of the skeletons that were left in the lair and make their health his health. Because Death Knights technically can't heal themselves.
Yeah.
You might be thinking that's weird, but Death Knights have an entry that literally says they cannot heal themselves.
Yeah. Lord Soth, particularly, his weapon, when he hits it, you can't heal the damage it deals.
Yeah, there's one point in the fight where I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to hit him. I'm just going to kill all the skellies because that's what I can do best without dying.
That was actually a good call. Surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I did all that much for the fight aside from just soak a lot of the hits. Because
I mean, I
and
really appreciate
that's-
that.
that's what I built Godric to do. But
I mean,
aside
you
from-
soaked all of his tail whips, I think.
Except for that
That's-
last crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I was really hoping to help use my menagerie to soak up like just incidental melee attacks, but he was so much AOE that they were just dying straight away. So, because I mean, there was literally one round where I actually attacked rather than like throwing out new creatures or resummoning Sparky, etc. So,
Yeah. I kind
it
of
was
wish,
like that meme random bullshit go.
I used my Hellish Rebuke instead of my Mage Slayer ability, but hindsight's 2020. I also never used my Darkness ability the entire 3 seasons.
That's okay. It wouldn't have worked on him here.
I know. No, I don't, but I didn't use it. But that was a crazy. I was sweating in that boss battle. Like I'm like, am I gonna die right now?
Yeah, down to 2 hit points. I thought, this is it.
I think you actually would have killed him with the Moonbeam without Gallivanticus help.
If it didn't kill him, I was gonna use all the charges on my rings right after she was done with it.
Well, I had been thinking since the end of last session, I've been thinking, okay, first thing you got to do is dispel magic. First thing you got to do is dispel magic. You got to cast that spell. It's going to be good. So, there was a plan.
I think it worked really well based off Arthur's face when you cast it.
Look,
It's like,
the arena trapping you here was never going to be a big thing for me because I knew eventually I was going to start banishing people. Really funny. Losing control of Gallivantica sniping at you, that was a big deal for me.
oops.
We're smart sometimes
Sometimes.
when we don't roll Arcana checks.
Imagine if that banishment had worked, though.
Oh man, she wouldn't have been able to Moonbeam, and we would have been fucked.
The one time as a villain you can banish the players because they're not on their home play.
I mean, you can still banish someone on their own plane, can't you? They just go to a
Yeah, they go to a
dimension
different, but they come back at the end of the spell.
Yeah.
Oh.
If he held the spell for 10 rounds, she would have been permanently banished back to the material.
Yeah.
But that's concentration question mark?
It is. He gets advantage on
he doesn't have advantage
concentration.
on concentration checks. He's got advantage on spell resistances, basically.
Got
He-
it.
Chat,
As a-
chat is
as a
asking what was the
legendary.
end game for the Banshee.
Oh, he's got legendary resistances as well.
Yes, legendary resistance and like +5 con. So pretty
Damn.
likely he would. You guys don't really deal like large amounts of damage. You deal lots of
Of
damages.
smaller damages, yeah.
What was the end game for the Banshee? I mean, I don't know how to answer that question. That was Gallivantica. So he bargained for her back from Vecna. That was his service to Vecna. Was Vecna would give him Gallivantica, and he would serve Vecna. But Vecna then took the memory that it was Gallivantica from him in a twist of irony, so he would have a undead banshee archer in his service who he had no idea. Well, technically she's an arcane archer because she is a archer warlock. So he just thought it was some person serve him and was continuously searching for a lost love that he didn't know. Because Vecna is cruel. So the end game for her was every 10 rounds she would be able to snipe again using her 10d6 plus 10d6. But instead you freed her soul from service to Vecna and Locke, letting her go back to her eternal rewards. She was prejudged, by the way. She was a good person in life. She was a good adventurer. She did good things. Her warlock patron wasn't evil. So she was like straight up in heaven. And Vecna was like, okay, you're coming with me.
Get in, bitch. We're going shopping.
What song is Sparky going to close out the series with?
I don't think I need to answer this. It's obviously Wonderwall.
It's Wonderwall.
You can't pull something else by the Gallagher so they don't look back in anger or something, maybe?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
The end credits of this, with all of you sitting around at a campfire, is just him playing Wonderwall.
Baby.
Post-credit scene is Vecna showing up and being like,
Vecna
have you heard of joining the Avengers Initiative? I'm putting together a team of reality's mightiest villains. Was her patron Faye? No. No, it wasn't.
We should do a Christmas episode.
Jesus. Why?
No, we
Why
can't.
Christmas specifically?
I don't know. I like the spin-offs and the animes when they do the Christmas episode.
We're going to do a very special episode if you keep asking for these different things. Very special episode. Vecna shows up and lays waste to the land. Just his breathing kills everyone.
Thanks for nothing, other pantheon of gods.
Hey, where's our God Emperor? What's he doing?
Great question. Just to be clear, Gallivantica is not a traditional fighter, wizard combo.
Damn, all the multi-classes.
I didn't think about her.
I feel like the real win of this session was definitely Andrew's notes.
Yeah.
That's true. You
Yeah,
finally did
not
get a
gonna
really
lie.
big use out of it.
For reals. Take notes, kids. It'll save you in the boss fight.
Her name's Retortia, by the way. I feel like you said the wrong name, and I wanted to correct you, but I didn't want to do it as Locke because he doesn't remember his time adventuring. So it would be weird for him to be like, actually, her name's Retortia.
Well, I think we had called out both their names, and I had just guessed that it was probably Gallivantia.
It was Gallivantica.
Because it's close to the word galvanic, and she was throwing lightning damage at us, or electric damage.
Yeah, that.
And knowing your naming conventions, I made a guess.
I feel like that was a really strong clue.
Ah, we figured it out. Ooh.
And Retortia, we haven't heard about her since she threw the Horn of Heroes at Locke Okit. She then used to power Dragonhold.
That was season 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was pissed at him because he killed his own dragon and was Gallivantica. Thought he was abandoning the chart.
True.
So we leveled up, right?
Yeah. Feel free to give your character one level for, for the non-continuation of this show.
And I will enjoy it.
No.
Well, I mean, now we can take the character sheets and post them to the public.
I mean, you could do that any. Back in my day, when I ran Pathfinder Society, I used to kill PCs a lot in Pathfinder Society. That's because Pathfinder was fair and balanced. And Pathfinder Society pulled absolutely zero fucking punches and
True.
when I killed someone's character, I'd print their character sheet out in ashes with alcohol. It's been so long since I've had the opportunity to do that. I thought for sure I was gonna fucking get you, Andrew. That for sure. I would reap your. Finally be rid of these fucking ghosts. Will no one rid me of this meddlesome priest?
When you guys were like, okay, we kill Godric, I was tempted to be like, well, let me roll one more death save, and if I roll a nat one, I think Godric just passes before you can save him.
Oh.
I was tempted because I think he was okay at passing into the halls of his ancestors.
I feel guilty because I was so like planning up to do I'm going to use my flashback now, and I completely didn't realize that nobody got Godric up when I sent Sparky around to flank. I'm like, oh shit, Godric's still dying. Okay, maybe instead of commanding Sparky, I should have used a healing word on Godric. But
no, you're fine.
No, you nailed it. You took the heat off of Godric for a second.
I remember way back in season 1 where I thought Sparky was going to be the BBEG with all the absorbing dragon souls and taking up the dragons himself.
Thankfully, Kithrix was there to guide our small child.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that solidly was a possibility, but James continuously was like, hey, buddy, don't do that.
So I think the real awakener was when we mentioned, sorry, James, but I think that was when we mentioned to Sparky being like a hero dragon.
Yeah.
I think that, and this is probably a longer conversation when we get together next week, but one of the interesting things with this game in particular I found is I'm always a big proponent of the story trumps rules. And there's things, for example, like, Andrew playing an Echo Knight, where the echoes are really just supposed to be, just
echoes of himself.
Echoes of himself.
But I want to do something cool.
Yeah, a Drake Warden, the dragon is just like a spiritual representation of dragons as such, and we took those things and we made them more storyline wise. But that also then it brought its own limitations in. You had to think about, like, with your echoes, okay, which ancestors am I prepared to lose, or there is a storyline risk there that is above and beyond what is normally covered by the class feature. And even like during the week between game sessions, I reached out to AP about, can I, because with a Drake Warden, normally if the Drake dies, you can spend a spell slot to resummon it. But I wanted to make sure I could do that, because if storyline wise I couldn't, I actually probably wouldn't have brought Sparky into the fight. Because I would rather have gone without that class feature than risk that story outcome, so to speak. So,
right. And then it was like the same thing with the being in the plane of death, and I absolutely understand why AP had me do the hula skirt ritual, so I wouldn't, me as a player wouldn't feel like I'm risking anything for Godric to summon and use essentially like my class mechanic in the final boss fight.
Because I noticed you were worried about it, and I was like, we gotta get in here and do something.
Yeah. So I definitely appreciate that. I knew exactly what you were doing when you did it, but I was like, I appreciate you giving me that little narrative hook to fix it, or to try to like get me over that hump.
So James is just Gamer 2's me, where he's story trumps rules.
But I'm not saying it negatively. I'm saying that it's an interesting study on that this game has been, because you've added story on top, you've layered story over rules, and that affects the way we interact with those rules as well. So
excellent.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, AP, if now that the campaign is done, if you could go back and change any one aspect of the campaign, what would you want to change?
Are you Vanessa Carlton, if I could walk 1,000 miles in me?
That's the song that comes on after Wonderwall.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. That is Sparky's outro right there, actually. He finally learned a second song on the guitar. It's tough because you have to learn a song that's guitar only,
Yeah. He walks around Dragonhold with like all the orphan children just singing with his guitar. That's their exercise.
What's the forbidden song at guitar shops? Like Highway to Heaven?
No, Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Sparky learns that song.
That feels like too much of a tribute to...
Could be.
Maybe it's a tribute to the Dragon Souls that he lost.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I mean, I resisted the urge right at the end when he said that, Locke's irredeemable, he eats dragon souls. I was like, you eat dragon souls.
Yeah, but he ate Locke's evil dragon souls.
Yeah.
To be clear. He ate the bad dragon souls and redeemed them in the I feel like I didn't explain this very well. Why the druids weren't concerned about Sparky doing that, because Locke was making like undead dragon souls that didn't fit into the natural flow of life, and Sparky was redeeming them by reinserting them in life and death. Yeah, he ate dragon souls, but he only did it to all the dragons you met, with the exception of the powerful one and the librarian, were all Locke's creations. They were his eggs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Excellent.
There was an egg room you guys never even went to.
That's okay. There was. Oh, so that's my question. Oh, do you want to go ahead?
No, it's just an intrusive thought I was gonna say out loud. I was gonna ask, would Sparky have been okay if we just broke all the eggs and let him eat the dragon souls inside?
Yeah.
Like one hell of a way to enjoy an omelet, I guess.
So my question is, what was calling out?
Oh, it was a custom monster that I wrote that it wasn't part of the plane of death, but it was like an ancient aberration. So forbidden knowledge, right, normally drives people insane when they read it, or it can't be written down or anything like that. So this was like an ancient aberrant creature that it couldn't go insane, right? Like it had immunity.
Mm-hmm.
So Locke had his minions capture it and then poured all of the forbidden knowledge into that creature and kept it in a cage that it couldn't leave, but it also couldn't die. The cage kept it alive, and it was calling to you because it would try to bargain with you to get you to open the cage so it could leave and die.
Yeah.
It would die as soon as it left.
So it wasn't a potential ally.
I mean, it would have told you whatever it felt. Just to be clear, it could also lie and would lie.
Yes.
It would do whatever it took to get out. But yeah, I mean, it knew everything that was going on because it was one of the first inhabitants of the Tomb of Unash.
Yeah, but you would have made it lie.
Probably. That's a good insight.
Do you want me to make an insight check? What?
I only have good investigation.
Well, it has a passive deception that you have to beat.
With your passive persuasion.
That's the problem, is when you start using passives like that, it's just like, all right, well, like let's just automatic passives battle, never roll a die anymore. There are 3 skills that get passives. Period.
And we used one of them every single season.
Did we ever passive investigate? I don't know. We did passive investigate.
I don't think so.
Can I do
But
passive arcana checks?
no, you couldn't do active arcana checks.
Wrecked.
Fucking roasted him. That's it. I'm taking my victory lap now.
That's all, folks.
So, Andrew AP, did you see the active perception check video I posted into the Plays of Modern chat the other day with Tom Carter?
Oh no, I didn't see that yet.
Okay.
And I saw the thing about the horse.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to that horse we sent back to the...
Being the undead skeleton horse?
Yeah.
I mean, it got shot and died.
Oh, yeah.
I think you watched it die, actually.
Wasn't it Bjorman's Bowman or something?
Yeah. They immediately eliminated it on a nat 20.
Legends.
I really just found
I did watch that video.
I really just found Fohammer's memes for this session.
Oh yeah, it's been great. I had it up the entire session. They're so good.
Hold on, I'm just now going through all the memes.
Now you gotta have the memes on.
It's half the fun. It's the Twitch chat within the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Don't want the world to see me. There's Lock Blazewing's outro theme as he slowly disintegrates via the moonbeam.
Does everybody need an outro theme now? That'll be our homework before the next session.
Oh yeah, we'll go full 80s movie where everyone gets like a 6-second clip of the narrator saying what happens to somebody.
Yeah.
Sure.
We never saw old Jonesy again. Well,
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
closing
Thank you,
time,
guys.
last
Awesome.
call. And any questions you have before next week, where we'll just talk about the whole series, whole campaign.
Oh, at Mechanicsburg, are all the dragons gone?
Yes, they all
Okay.
died when he died, because he was the one. Again, he was the undeath power in all. of
Yes. And then
Was he-
everyone screams meat and goes charging out and butchers them, right?
Was he the necromancer at the big battle at Dragonhold?
No.
Oh. Still gotta find that guy.
them. I mean, that guy he's part of the army attacking he was at Mechanicsburg.
Oh, gotcha.
Don't worry, he's gonna die really shortly. Like, people are gonna be like, "Oh, the dragons are dead. Let's go investigate Mechanicsburg." They're gonna walk in there, and this guy's gonna be like shuffling out, like, "Oh shit, oh shit."
Who turned
So
off the
next-
power?
Next week's an AMA or an AUA.
Yeah, it's ask me almost anything, I guess. But
AMA.
people will also be asking you guys almost anything
Sure.
as
Well,
well.
Yes,
ask us
let's do
anything, AUA.
Oh, well,
Better than UWU.
don't ask me anything, is what I'll be doing.
Don't ooh-woo us, James.
Don't woo us?
He said better than UWU.
Wow, is that really how we're gonna go out
Yeah.
now? All right, that's it. Have a good time, Zone.